A reader asks, you shared in your book that we should automate our recruiting process for customer interviews. And one of the tactics that you shared was to allow customers to opt in while they're using your product or service. What are some other strategies for automating your recruiting process? I love that this person asked this question because this is one of the most important steps in making continuous discovery sustainable. We need to automate our recruiting process for our weekly customer interviews so that we have an easy way to stay in touch with customers week over week. If we're hustling every week to find a customer to talk to, it's not likely that we'll build a sustainable habit. So let me briefly walk through my favorite strategies for automating your recruiting process. The first one is the one that the reader mentioned. I love putting opt-ins directly in your product or service. This is where we ask people to opt in. We might say, do you have 20 minutes to talk to us about this feature, about your experience, whatever the case may be. The reason why I love this is it's really not, we can make it not very intrusive. We're allowing people to opt in. If we're using the right tools, we can target the right types of customers and get a lot of variation in our interviews. And it's really easy to automate. But it doesn't work for everybody. So I do also advocate for a number of other strategies. We can work with our customer-facing teams, our account management teams, our customer success teams, our support teams, and we can ask them to schedule interviews for us. We can define triggers where we basically say, if you're talking to a customer who's experiencing this need, or if you hear about this pain point, please ask them if they're willing to talk to the product team, and then go ahead and schedule an interview with us for them, with them for us. That's a great strategy if you have willing partners on those customer-facing teams. The third strategy I see often is partnering with a handful of customers, design partners, or setting up a customer advisory board. This strategy can work really well when we're entering a new market. We don't have a lot of customers yet, but it carries some risk. We don't want to over-design for a small number of customers. So this can be a good strategy when you're getting started, but you quickly want to move on to one of the other strategies. I do see a lot of teams use email outreach for recruiting. If you can fully automate this, I'm okay with it, as long as your emails are well targeted. I personally receive so many poorly targeted recruiting emails. They probably have teeny tiny conversion rates, and I doubt they're fully automated. So that is not what I mean. But if you're able to fully automate it and you're able to target them well, email can be an effective way to recruit. And then there's a handful of other strategies that work, especially for people that don't have customers yet. We can launch landing pages and use ads to drive traffic and then have people opt into an interview on the landing page. We can join communities and offer help and build personal relationships and get interviews that way. There's a wide variety of strategies. This is an important enough topic that we recently released a brand new self-paced course called Customer Recruiting for Continuous Discovery, where we cover all 5 of these strategies in depth. The course includes 13 real-world case studies. You're able to get feedback as you're working on your recruiting strategy. So this is an area where you want to dive deeper or you want to get help. I recommend checking out our Customer Recruiting for Continuous Discovery course, and we'll add a link. If you've successfully automated your recruiting process, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you haven't, let me know where you're struggling, and maybe I can help.